B-Rad here with Buzz TV. We hit the Sony booth talking to our friend Carl. Now, we love Sony products. We use a lot of stuff, good, bad. I really don't say bad. I'd say Sony's really kicking ass, even down to my Sony smartwatch that I picked up. And you know what? They improved this little sucker. Can't live without it. So Carl, we're here over at Sony. Tell us about some of the new stuff we have going on.
Sure. Well, this is Sony's DWX series, a professional UHF digital wireless system. So this is a vocal system that's used in touring sound or large multi-channel simultaneous wireless system use in theaters or in broadcasting. So we have a handheld vocal microphone with an interchangeable capsule. So the interchangeable capsule allows you to select and decide from a number of Sony or third-party microphone capsules to have a mic capsule that provides the right sound characteristic the vocalist is looking for live performance. Right? So this is our digital wireless 2-channel receiver, and there's a group of 8 receivers here on the display, and it's shown along with our PC control software, where a large system configuration of digital wireless can be controlled with the supplied PC control software. Along with the digital wireless system, we move back behind you there a second, is our studio wired microphone products. The famous C800G studio microphone that's used for vocal recording, as well as the C38B microphone that's widely used for recording musical instruments. So those are the 2 products for the NAMM show here to talk about, DWX series digital wireless and our studio microphones. And now we'll move over and show you our DWZ series digital wireless.
Now, before we go over there real quick, something I really like is this software. Again, doing shows in Vegas, ran into a show a long time ago. I could mention it was the Hunchback of Notre Dame. We had 16 wireless and 7 in-ears coming back at the same time. Now, mind you, in the area we were in a corridor where everybody uses wireless. We had to actually fly a guy in from a company to find us 16 frequencies that we could lock into. Now, I'm assuming this software is going to eliminate having to fly a third-party guy in at a real high number to find you frequencies.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. Actually, in this latest version of the PC control software, which is called version 3.0, the scanning of the spectrum is taken care of by the receivers themselves so that you can scan through the UHF spectrum and find free and clear frequencies that you can operate a system on. And depending upon how many microphones that you're looking to use, whether it be 16 or some much larger quantity, all of that frequency coordination can be done from within the software itself.
Now, that's a big deal. You really need to check out this stuff with Sony because, again, we ran into this issue, let alone, thank God, we're not on the road. You're never going to get a guy to fly in and hit a show when you come in the road. But you pop this in, you have a laptop that's running, you scan where you need to scan, you find what you need, you lock it in. We're also impressed that you could change your capsules on microphones. Very few companies can give you that freedom, but of course, we're dealing with Sony. And there you go. So we're going to jump over to another station. We'll see you in a second. B-Rad here again. Still talking with Carl. Now we moved over to another series, but it looks like guitar players and vocalists, it's time to talk about your stuff.
Yeah, this is our new DWZ series, digital wireless system that's targeting the MI market for musicians. So first up, we have a guitar package, which is comprised of a body pack transmitter along with a compact size receiver that's used in conjunction with a guitar, electric guitar or bass, and supplied with a guitar cable. In addition, we have a vocal package that includes a handheld microphone along with a half-rack size receiver. And 2 new packages that we're just launching for the first time at NAMM is a headset and lavalier package, one that includes a lavalier mic and a headset mic along with a body pack transmitter and a half-rack size receiver, along with the vocal package. And these new packages have additional DSP signal processing features built into the receiver, like a 5-band digital EQ and a DSP-based feedback reduction circuit that can eliminate feedback from occurring when you're using a microphone in conjunction with a PA system. So 4 packages in total with the Sony DWZ series, as well as a rack mount option for being able to rack mount 2 of the half-rack size receivers side by side into a rack, and that's Sony's new DWZ series.
Now we like this not just because of the small size, but again, this is a very light pack. Something small, very light. That's an issue I've had with packs, other people have too. They're just a little bulky, some aren't sturdy. It's a light unit, but it's a solid unit. It's not some cheap plastic that's gonna crack or break, but again, we're dealing with Sony, and what could you say? The racks, half rack mount size, that means we're putting it in a bag. I'm not worried about trying to get a rack in my backpack that doesn't fit if I have to. If it's something small we're taking just to a little session or a rehearsal or lockout room, this is something you want to check out. We've always loved Sony's products, but now there's another reason to check out the new wireless systems. And again, something like this, even if I'm not using their stuff and I'm using maybe a Countryman or something, it'll adapt in just fine. But Sony, no one beats them. That's why we use them. And again, that's why we're here. Carl, appreciate everything. And we'll be talking to you about some more stuff.
Sure, let's move right over to our headphone and portable recorder display.
We're going to be there in a second. P-Rad here, back again with Carl. Now we're talking about Sony's portable units, their headphone stuff, and again, I think I'm upgrading some gear soon.
Well, first of all, this is one of our most popular MDR Series studio headphone called the 7506. This has been in our product line for many, many years, and it's essentially a de facto standard in the professional community for professional studio headphones. We also introduced in the last year new models of the MDR series. This is called our MDR 7510 headphone, which has a similar price point as the de facto standard 7506.
Hey, what is that price point?
Well, the list price is about $130, and you'll find the street price is about $100 in the stores. You find them going for.
See, so the number's not bad. You need to check them out. Again, we all get caught up in hype and with certain names. We're not going to go there. You know what I'm talking about. Necessarily, it might not be the best, so don't always get caught up in the hype.
And this is our new MDR Series 7520 headphone. This is our top-of-the-line studio headphone that has incredibly good sound quality, high power handling, and very good, durable construction. In fact, the housings for the diaphragms are made out of magnesium. There's an aluminum mechanism here where these are very durable, can last in a professional environment for a long time. Also, the headphone has a detachable cable that unscrews, so if something were damaged in the cable, you can replace it without having to replace the entire headphone.
That's yes, incredible feature. Let me ask another quick question. Especially with today's kids, music and everything else, bass response is a real big deal with these things. How's the bass response in these?
Well, these headphones are meant for professional studio use, so they're meant to faithfully reproduce sound. They don't intend or attempt to exaggerate the sound in any particular area of the spectrum, but they want to give you a nice reference monitor that you can use so that if you're using these to judge the sound and make adjustments to the sound of what you're recording, then these headphones are a good reference to use to calibrate what your end product is going to be. Yeah.
Perfect. So again, that's something you want to check out, especially when you're doing your home recording or if you're in a bigger situation in a real live studio. We love the Sony products. Now we're getting into some other fun stuff here. Carl?
I just wanted to mention, this is our PCM M10 portable recorder that has built-in omnidirectional condenser microphones. It has 4 gig of memory built into it, and it's a really great portable location recorder that gets many, many hours out of a pair of conventional alkaline AA batteries, and people love to use this thing for recording on location, to record musical performances as well as events they're trying to capture.
Now us, we do a lot of that stuff, so we're definitely going to be looking at something like this for ourselves. The microphones in the unit themselves, are they something average or a little better? Or are we looking at that I'm going to have
that is something that's very unique about the Sony product line, because as you may know, in the market where there are portable recorders out there, there's a whole host of choices out there for one to choose from. Our product line for professional use, our PCM series portable recorders, have been built with the musician in mind. We're recording high quality music. So as a result, the choice of the microphones that we use are very high grade microphones. They can be used to make a very high quality recording. And people choose that buying this recorder with music recording in mind, and they choose this one because it has great sounding microphones. That's one of the most unique attributes of the product, is it has great sounding microphones.
And that is a make or break with products like this, because you want something portable. The last thing you want to do is have to carry around some kind of stereo microphone package to plug into this that eliminates your whole portability. So again, you might want to really give this one a good once over if you're looking for a portable recording device. I'd honestly say if you don't look at Sony's in your choices, you've pretty much thrown money in the street, because somewhere down the road you're going to look at theirs and go, you know, maybe if I spend a few more dollars, and again, it's not always the price point, it's the quality of the product. We've learned this the hard way, other people have as well. You get what you pay for. And with Sony, you get what you pay for. Carl, we appreciate taking the time. We're going to dive over and start getting into the software into Sony, but we really appreciate the time and everything you've done.
Well, thanks for coming and visiting us at the Sony booth and talking about our hardware products. And I'm going to hand you over to Michael, who's going to talk to you about Sony creative software products.
Perfect, because remember, we use Sony Vegas 11 when we edit Buzz TV, and we're pretty sure we're upgrading to Vegas 12. That's one of the things we're going to look at. Buzz TV, we're going to see you on the software end. B-Rad here, Buzz TV. We jumped over to the video software side, and of course this is a biggie for us because we use Vegas 11. We're going to talk about the 12 stuff. We're here with Whitney. Hey Whitney, run me through some of this fun stuff Sony's got.
Absolutely. So you were talking to me about 3D. You guys do a lot of 3D work. We've made some advancements with 3D workflow in Vegas Pro 12. So before, in Vegas Pro 11, you have a bunch of 3D tracks, and you have them on the timeline, and now you have to pair them. In Vegas Pro 11, you would have to go through and pair each individual clip. Now you can actually pair them right on the timeline without messing with each individual event. So what you'll do is you'll select the top, the left eye, and then you'll go ahead and select the right eye, right click and say pair a stereoscopic 3D subclip, and boom, it happens right away. And now in the preview window, you're seeing anaglyphic 3D, which is what I set my properties to.
Now here's another thing. When I outsource, edit everything, do I outsource right into 3D now as well?
Sure, yeah, you can definitely render out to a 3D format. You know, basically anything that you want to work with. It's all right within the render as dialog. So choose whatever format you're looking for. Perfect,
and that was a biggie for us because we really hated when it came down to it. Everything we shoot's in 3D, and we have to edit everything in 3D. The time consumption was a nightmare. It was just really ugly. And we saw some of the specs in it, and that was a big thing. We just wanted to wait till we got to talk to you guys, see it. Now we know that we're upgrading to Vegas 12. Again, that's what we're going to be using. We'll be able to review it very quickly because we'll have our copy within, I don't know, the next 72 hours or so by the time we get home. We'll use it to actually edit and render what we're doing here at Namm. So at the end of everything at Namm, you'll have our review point, and then personally, you're going to be able to review it because you're going to see it. What other fun stuff do we have going on?
Absolutely. So we have about 40 new features in Vegas Pro 12. So a lot of new technologies, just easier and faster ways to edit. So let me show you a couple of those. So I have a 2-camera shoot here. We went on a roller skating shoot, and we have 2 cameras. One is from the back angle and one is from the front angle. What I want to do is when this guy hits this wall, I don't know if you guys can see it, as soon as he hits the wall, I want to switch on over to this camera. So I'm just going to double click. This is the expanded edit mode. So now I see a beautiful 2-up window, and I can just drag this clip over until he hits the wall. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing for this clip. And as soon as he hits the wall, perfect. I'm going to drag this over so that they align, and now I'm going to double click again. And now when I play it back, I can see that as soon as he hits the wall, it switches on over to the other camera, and it's a seamless edit.
Wow. Again, we're definitely upgrading our software. This is one feature we're really going to love to have. It makes things so much easier. If you're in the world and you edit video, you know how much fun it really is not. Looks like it's going to be a lot more fun and a lot easier. Anything else we need to see?
I'll show you one more cool feature. This is actually my favorite feature. It's a feature called Color Match. So let me open this up a little bit. So we went on a beach shoot, right? So this was on the same beach, but at different times of day. So this clip is a little blue, this clip is a little orange. So obviously, you know, the sun hasn't gone down in this clip, but I want to make them match. So what I want to do is I'm going to match and make this this clip look as blue as this clip over here after the sun has gone down. So what I'm going to do is I opened up my main clip in the trimmer. And now on the clip that I want to manipulate, I'm going to open up Color Match. And then say, use trimmer image. And so now we'll see that this pops over to blue, and I can bring back some of those oranges by adjusting the strength slider.
Oh, that's really nice.
And now when I do a little crossfade, we can see that the both images blend together. Now it looks more like they were shot at the same time of the same day.
That's a very nice feature. Again, quick, easy, seamless. Sony, again, I think you've knocked another one out of the park.
I think so too.
Whitney, I really appreciate you taking the time. Again, we're going to be picking up Vegas 12. Thanks, Whitney.
Oh, thank you very much.
Sony, if you haven't checked it out, well, again, you're going to watch what we do, and then you're going to want this product. B-Rad, Buzz TV, at the Sony booth. See you guys. B-Rad here with Buzz TV. Where would we be at NAMM if we didn't come to our favorite place, and that's Gibson? Bumped into Hector here. We want to talk about the MiniTunes stuff first because we heard about it. We didn't go to CES and cover it just so we could be here at NAMM.
I'm happy you did because I wasn't at CES, so, you know.
That's even better. So tell me, I heard a lot about it, what to do, and how could I get it?
Well, we've basically had some version of automatic tuning for a couple of years now. We've had different iterations of it, and now we finally got it to a point where we've gotten it, we can actually offer it on lower price instruments. So, for example, this is our 60s Tribute SG, and we're going to be offering it on the Les Paul Studio and the Les Paul Signature T as well. But we've got it on some guitars that are under $1,000, which is really cool. And basically what it does is it's an automatic tuner. It'll tune the guitar for you. So I'm going to flip this around. I don't know if you want to get a little closer.
You could zoom in on that, Justo, and get a nice shot of this.
We've managed to now, we've contained it on the headstock. It's very lightweight. It does not make the headstock any heavier. It actually weighs slightly less than the standard set of Grovers that we put on there, so it's good weight-wise. Very simple. Just turn it on. I got it. Strum the guitar. It's going to start doing its magic over there. And just fix that last string. And we're in tune, and it's as simple as that. We've got 12 built-in tunings in here, so if I press this, we've got a red bank with 6 tunings. We've got a green bank, which are all open tunings, so 6 more. We've got a blue bank as well. With the blue bank, you can pre-program up to 6 of your own tunings, so especially cool for guys that have cover bands or that are playing any solid music where you're changing tunings a lot. It's great. If you just stick to one tuning, it's still great because all you do is just basically turn it off for 1 second, turn it on, strum, and you're set. Simple and go. It works with a little, turn this off real quick, small little lithium-ion battery. It's got 80 to 100 charges. Takes about an hour to charge, and it's pretty set. At CES when we were there, we didn't have to charge them again the whole show, so
oh, that's
it shows
very
you how
cool.
it goes. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple system. It's now available on our SG Tributes, Les Paul Tributes, the SG Standard, the Les Paul Signature T, and the Les Paul Studio.
Are we possibly going to see it on a Firebird?
You never know. We had the Firebird X last year, which had the slightly nicer version of this technology. We have the Les Paul X, the LPX this year, so we're hoping that this, at these price point, really helps us get this out into the public, because before we really had this on guitars that were a little more higher priced, so I think we felt that a lot of the lower end guitars were not really getting the benefit of that technology, and sometimes those are some of the players, the giggers, the guys that are out there playing at these clubs where they need that capability to change tuning on the fly. Well, now they have the access to that, so we think this is going to blow up and do really great. And then, yeah, you might see this on everything we do at some point if it goes as well as we're hoping it does.
You know, we expect to have this as one of our top picks in the show. Just from a guitar player's point of view, this is something great to have live in the studio, even just sitting in your house. Sometimes I just don't want to break out a tuner or do anything. Got to get one of these. And again, I asked about a Firebird because I'm looking at something new for myself. Guitar-wise, what has Gibson came out new with this year?
Well, our USA division, everything you see on these walls, with the exception of the studio and the standard, which we redid last year, everything is completely new. We've completely redone the whole line, so everything you see on these two bunkers is new. Our Memphis division, where we make all of our hollow bodies, pretty much everything you see there is new. We've completely redefined those, and the other divisions later on in the year will hopefully catch up, but we've got so much new stuff. Half of this room is completely new stuff that no one's seen before.
And we'll be looking at that really soon. Well, hey, Hector, I appreciate everything.
Thank you for coming down.
No, thanks about giving us a little tour of the MiniTune because we love this thing. We think it's going to be a really, really big product for you as well. Again, B-Rad Buzz TV with Hector from Gibson. See you guys. As we pan over here to our right a little bit, the artist signature series line. Again, it's like that. Nice stuff.
If somebody else is here. Yeah. I have all the toys to play with. I know, but still.
And over, check out some of the guitars. Really active. And again, this is all new from the Fender. Disappear out of the land of Fender, but they are just truly, truly gorgeous looking guitars. B-Rad here with Buzz TV. We're at Emotech. Your ears are really important things in life. And this is something that we're really happy to find to talk about. We're here with Rick. Rick, tell me about some of the new products Emotech's got going.
Latest and greatest is a product called the Music Pro 915. It's an electronic earplug, and what makes it unique, if you've ever worn earplugs, you know that they're always reducing sound. These are electronic, and they only protect you when you need protection. They're designed to give you natural hearing or even boosted hearing the rest of the time. They also protect against impact, so if you have a sudden blast, a cymbal crash behind your ear, for instance, you'll actually clip it so that you don't have to bear the full brunt of that energy into your ear canal. And once it dissipates, it returns back to normal.
So pretty much when your singer kind of gets his mic somewhere it shouldn't be and that scream comes out, I'm going to be safe.
You're going to be safe. Absolutely right. It's going to give you enough headroom, too, so that, you know, if you're dealing up, anything up to about 120 dB, you're not going to have to suffer any sort of distortion. It's still going to be clear. But if you get a sudden blast, it's going to clip that so that you're not bearing the full brunt of that.
Now, are these on the market right now? Or
Absolutely. We released them back in October, and they're available from Emotech.com.
What's our price point on something like this?
$399 for the pair.
It's not a bad price, especially when you want to save yours. Now, someone like me, I have some funky ear canals.
Yes.
Tips and buds on these, are they going to fit anyone?
7 different ear tips that come in the package, and I think we can accommodate just about any ear. The one that I have here out of the box are a pretty small diameter, actually fit most people, but we also have larger diameter options, and we also have foam ear tips that come in it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, we can accommodate just about any ear.
Then what we're going to do, we're going to take these on a test drive ourselves, let you guys know how we like them. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a thumbs up on it. And again, this might fall into one of our top 10 picks because our ears are big deals. Can't lose your ears. I don't know too many musicians that could play when they can't hear themselves. Rick, appreciate everything. In fact, what else do we have here? Besides this, tell me about some other products we have.
Well, we actually developed the world's first noise-isolating earphones, dating all the way back to 1993. Before anybody else was doing, noise-isolating in-ears, we were the ones that developed the whole category. So we have various price points there, starting at $79 all the way up to $299. We also do non-custom and customized hearing protection, passive hearing protection. You've heard of musicians' earplugs? We developed the musician's earplug back in 1988.
See, that's why this is the company you go to. You don't follow all the knockoffs because everyone's going to put something out. And again, one more time, for anyone that wants to find you, the website is?
www.emotech.com.
Remember, you go there, we're going to come back later on, we're going to test drive some stuff out, and then we're going to tell you how we love it. B-Rad, Buzz TV, we will see you real soon. Okay, we're demoing out these live plugs here. We're going to tell you in a few seconds what's going on with them. So, Rick, tell me what we're doing right now.
Okay, I've got your electronic earplugs in, and they're in the 15 decibel position. And what that means is that as sound levels around you start to increase, your earplugs are going to start to reduce. Now, it's going to be a gradual reduction because you don't need a full 15 decibels of attenuation when it's 90 dB in the room. But once you get up to loud, 100, it's going to bring everything down to flat 15, and that's what I'm going to show you right now.
Here we go.
Right now you're at 80 decibels. You're only getting a little bit of attenuation because you don't need a lot. It's 80 dB would be considered safe for a long period of time. 85 decibels is safe for 8 hours of exposure. But if I turn you up to 90, now you're hearing it at 80. If I turn you up to 100 dB, you're hearing this at 85. What would normally be safe for about 15 minutes is safe for about 8 hours. I have one more thing to show you. There's a little toggle switch on the back of the earplug I'm going to flip. Make sure I get it on this side. Now you're in 9 decibel mode. Now what this means is that soft sounds are going to get a boost. So you can, it's almost like having a hearing aid in your ear. You're going to get 6 dB a gain, and I can talk pretty quietly, and you can still hear what I'm saying because you're getting this boost. But that boost is going to taper off as the sound levels start to increase around you. So if I take you up to here, that boost is going to start to go away, and it's going to begin to attenuate, only this time up to 9 decibels. So if I take you back up to 100, you're going to hear this at 91. Now, if you pull those out of your ears, you're going to hear just how loud that is around you.
Wow. It really, really is. And if you don't take a test drive, and I'm not saying everyone can, mind you, but we were lucky enough and got to do it. These things really, really, really kick ass. We're going to end up getting ourselves a pair. I'm pretty sure we're blowing a lot of our budget right here at the show this year. These guys, a few other places, but we're definitely picking up at least one pair for ourselves. We love this product. You need to check it out. If you're on a stage, if you're in a room, theater, music, even if it's industrials, you want to protect yourself, this is the thing. And the plus is it'll even boost it just on a normal day walking around. How do you ask for anything more than that? And hey, if you're in the business, there's always a creative way to write something off. Rick, I appreciate everything. Thanks,
Brad. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming by.
Buzz TV, you got to get these. See ya.